What's up, y'all? Hey, welcome to the channel. But let's get into this Knicks and Cavaliers game. And I want to know what happened to the Cavaliers. I'm going to give y'all my opinion, but then I'd like to hear from y'all in the comments below. So, I think what really happened with the Cavs in this series, well, not the series, in this game was that the Cavaliers they couldn't shoot. But I don't think that the shooters knew how to impact the game in other ways, like Darius Garland. Terrible shooting night. Horrible shooting night. At one point, he was 1 for 12. And you would think that he'd stop shooting and try to just make plays for his teammates, try to get his big man involved. But no, he kept shooting. Like by the end of this game, he had built an apartment, you know what I'm saying, across the street from Madison Square Garden. And Donovan Mitchell, he needed to be more aggressive on the offensive end. Like I said, Donovan Mitchell can't be scoring just 30 points solo while taking 30 shots. But he got to be aggressive on the offensive end so the defense will collapse on him so he can start dishing the ball like he was last game. Because in this game, the big man really wasn't giving no love. Every time they go down the floor, I was just seeing really Darius Garland just shoot the thing. You know what I mean? He was just lighting it up. Not lighting up. He thought he was lighting up the way he was shooting. He was shooting horrible. He finished the game shooting 4 for 21. That's not gonna cut it. That's not acceptable. That's not acceptable at all. Like they played bad. Like neither team really shot the ball great at all, especially from three. But they both was shooting. They both shot over 33s. You know what I mean? I think that made for like just kind of a boring game. It really wasn't exciting to watch. Like, let's take a look at the numbers. Let's take a look at the numbers real quick. How it was. So the Knicks shot 47%, while the Cavaliers shot 38% from the field. But from the three, the Knicks shot 30%, while the Cavaliers shot 21% from the three. And like I said, neither team really was shooting great. In the first quarter, the Cavaliers shot 33% from the field and 9% from the three, while the Knicks had shot 26% from the field and 16% from the three. But the Knicks had shot better in the second quarter, and the Cavaliers just couldn't recover. See, the Cavaliers had shot 27% from the field in the second quarter and 12% from the three, while the Knicks was shooting 59% from the field and 28% from the three. So that second quarter was what led to the separation of this game. But then in the second half, Jalen Brunson, they started just to play him one-on-one, and then he just started to get those mid-range jumpers going off, and that was it. Because mainly in the first half, for the Knicks, who really was doing a scoring load was R.J. Barrett. R.J. Barrett actually had a very, very good game last night. And it was good for him because he was really stinking up the club the last few games. But he finished the game with 19 points. He shot a real good percentage. He was like 3 for 6 from the three-point line. And then also from the field, he was shooting. Let's take a look. From the field, R.J. Barrett was 8 for 12. So he had a solid game. But my main reason on why the Cavaliers had started off so poorly was because they decided to start Caris LeVert over Okoro. And that shouldn't have happened. I think that when they had swapped them players, I think that messed with the chemistry of the team. That messed with the rhythm of the team. They should have continued with their starting lineup. It wouldn't have been no problem if Caris LeVert had came off, if he had started the third quarter like he did last game. But to start him in the first quarter, like I said, that just kind of messed up the chemistry, that threw everything off. And I'm going to use these numbers to prove my point. So in the first half, Caris LeVert was scoreless. He was 0 for 6 from the field, and he was 0 of 4 from the three-point line. So he was scoreless in the first half. But let's take a look how he played in the second half. In the second half, he was 7 for 11 from the field, and he was 3 for 7 from the three. And he finished the game with 17 points. And I think that, like I said, the numbers don't lie. The numbers ain't lying. I think that Caris LeVert should have came off the bench to start the game, but he should have started in the second half because it seems like he's a better second half player. They could have, even if Okoro only played 2 minutes, I think that would have been better than him. I think he was like the third man coming off the bench too. They rhythm was just off. It wasn't a smart move. I know that he had a good game last game, but it wasn't a smart move to start him. Like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And then the Cavaliers bench, they just vanished. Like the Cavs already had Darius Garland playing like he was Wesley Snipes and having disappearing acts, but the bench just never showed up. The Knicks bench outscored the Cavs 39-14. You can't have that happen. Like, I don't even remember the crowd being into the game like that. Like I said, this was a boring game. They did do a solid job on defense. Like I said, they stopped Julius Randle, but I won't even give him credit for that. I think Julius Randle ended up stopping himself just because he think he can shoot, but he just out there building yellow brick roads. Like, let's take a look. Let's take a look at his numbers real quick. He finished the game with 11 points, but he was 3 for 15 from the field, and he was 2 from 10 from the 3. And some of them shots was wide open, so those were just misses on his own. I don't think the Cavaliers had anything to do with that. But then he started to try. He at least was impacting the game in other ways by either rebound and setting his teammates to be successful. Something that Garland should have been doing. But, you know what I'm saying? I want to hear what y'all thoughts is about this game. Then also, I want to hear what y'all think about how the Knicks fans was treating Derrick Rose. Like, I ain't know if, like, what's going on. Like, Derrick Rose is now the Rudy of the New York Knicks. But like I said, I want to know y'all opinions about this game. Leave them in the comments below. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video. And if you ain't subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. And till next time, let's roll.